So apparently, on top of all these special limited edition releases that Sony have done for PlayStation's 30th anniversary, they've also just released a featured update for the PS5. Let's check it out. Nostalgia. Alright, so this is the PlayStation 30th anniversary featured update for the PS5. So it gives you, of course, the 30th anniversary logo background here for the PlayStation 5, obviously the PlayStation 5. And if you go into settings, you also have 4 additional themes to choose from based on each generation of PlayStation console. So, PlayStation 1, obviously 2, 3, and 4. Let's start with PlayStation 1. I don't remember that sound. But if you look at the top, it's the actual PlayStation 1 console with the power button and the eject button, the fat original one. Also, if we look at the store, they've got a PlayStation 30th anniversary celebration on, straight after Black Friday sales. Let's check out PS2, PlayStation 2. That sound is more familiar to me. So this is probably familiar to you if you were a PS2 player back in whatever it was, the year 2000 to 2006 or something. That image at the end, it used to float around when your game was loading, and then one of the spheres would break off and float away, and then your game would start. Yeah. Yeah, am I right about that? I think I'm right about that. Alright, PS3. This sounds really familiar, and if I'm not mistaken, that's the same sounds that you had with the PSP as well, and I played a lot of PSP back in the day. And of course, we've got the classic swirl, wave, whatever that is, as the background, which is nice. And finally, the PlayStation 4. That feels a lot more recent. I think I'm going to go back to the PlayStation 2 one for now, because this is when I really got into video games. It's when I first played Final Fantasy X, and that kicked it all off for me. So this brings back some real strong nostalgia. So if you're a big fan of nostalgia, if you've been playing PlayStation for years, since the 90s, the 2000s, whatever, go download the update. It is free, but it's apparently for a limited time only. It's also quite nice just to get any sort of theme for the PlayStation 5, because we haven't had that yet. It popped up as a notification as soon as I turned on the PS5. It just said featured update available. I downloaded it, and here we are. There is one final part to this as well. When you turn it off,